Good. Very tired, but good.
Yeah, me too. I'm tired. I'm tired, but
Smash, man.
and
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. We're good though. We're good. Where's Turo?
I'm texting him.
Okay, we got one more. We got one more.
one more, man. Nice.
I'm tired as well. Give me a second. I need to grab this coffee real quick.
Cool.
He told me he haven't received the invitation. Can you resend the invitation to him? But send it to this mail. Aaron.
I think Aaron is right now not available.
I think he's just gone to do something real quick.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah, he told us he's gonna grab some coffee. I think. He mentioned it.
Alright.
I don't know. I'm gonna look for some headphones because it's so annoying.
Yeah.
I will say this: in the last 2 years, the Cavs have only had one scare.
How's everyone doing though? You been following the trades?
Yeah. Crazy stuff going on, right?
I
Interesting.
expected a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did I.
I haven't expected like the big move with Cousins. I haven't expected that.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
apart from that, you're right. There was nothing that special, right?
Too much rumors for what happened.
Yeah.
I think a lot of GMs are just kind of tentative right now. I think we're going to see a lot more explosiveness in the off season.
Yeah.
I think that's when we're going to see a lot more. Right now, I think a lot of GMs are just kind of being cautious, but the off season is probably when they'll be more active. Because a lot of the rumors that didn't really materialize into anything, what they do kind of tell me a lot about is where people are thinking, like the direction that teams are thinking along. So in the off season, that's when I reckon, so we'll see.
There's someone's got noise in the background.
Only if it's me. I'm listening to a podcast.
Yeah.
I'm listening to Zach Lowe. But
Yo.
I've turned it down. You shouldn't really be hearing it. It's like mad low.
Yeah, I was
Send
hearing Zach
invitation
Lowe, man. Get low.
How is it? Oh, maybe it was coming through more than I think. All right, let me
Yeah.
just turn it off.
Where's it?
Aaron, send the invitation to Ro to the mail I just sent you.
Okay.
I've turned it off.
Alright, let me get to roll up on there and then we'll be good to go. G R R M I E T F. Okay, I sent him the invite. He should be locked in.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a notification. That notification.
Yeah, no doubt.
In English, the same notification. Yeah.
Yeah, notification. Yeah.
Okay, we have to Ro.
Okay.
¿Qué tal, Ro?
¿Qué tal? Hi.
Hey, ¿qué tal?
Okay, so we can start all in.
We're all here. We can start.
Nice.
First of all, we've got a couple of guys who don't know each other and stuff. So
Yeah.
first of all, everyone just should see names on there, but everyone just introduce yourself one by one, and then we get into this. So we start with Turo.
Yeah, well, I'm Guillem Turro. I'm from Barcelona. So hi everybody.
What's good? Got Jan.
Yeah. I'm living currently in Barcelona, but I'm from Germany, from Bochum, near to Dortmund, Düsseldorf, that area, Western Germany. And yeah, I'm happy to be here on that call.
Yeah. We got Kevin.
Yeah, I'm Kevin. I'm from Barcelona. I'm a big fan of NBA. I'm of course an expert already.
Next up.
Yeah, I'm Philip, aka Sadie's son. I think you might see Sadie's son come up there because that's the email address I'm using. But you can call me Philip. It's cool. From London town. B-ball, NBA fanatic. First thing in the morning, ESPN.com guy. Following all trades, following all moves, and got a decent mid-range too, so you know.
Okay. I'm Maciek. I'm from Warsaw, Poland. I just came back 3 weeks ago from Barcelona, and
Nice.
I wasn't already much on NBA, but I will try to add something to the conversation.
No doubt. Yeah, and most of you should know me. I've got 100 names. You could just call me Aaron for now, aka that basketball guy.
Some of
AKA
us we know you like the loser of the fantasy.
For sure. Some of you do.
Hater.
A couple of you do. Yeah, we'll get into that next year. No, enough of that. All right. So first of all, let's get into this whole All-Star thing. Obviously, we just had NBA All-Stars. Get everyone's opinion on that. I got my own opinions, but I'm interested to know what you guys thought of. I can see Philip is shaking his head already, which is hilarious. See what you guys thought on that. Yeah, well, Philip, what are you saying?
The All-Star weekend was terrible. In my opinion, the Rising Stars was terrible. The 3-point was terrible. The dunk contest was terrible. The main game was terrible. Everything was the best thing about the All-Star weekend was the Roots doing the musical introduction of all the players and how they done like the 50s and the 60s and the 90s and the 80s. That was like the best thing. That was the highlight of the All-Star weekend for me.
Yeah.
The actual basketball activities, whack.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think
That's all I
nowadays
gotta say.
it's all about the marketing, not about the basketball. It was pretty bad. I agree. I didn't like it at all.
Yeah. Terrible.
Like-
I concur. Terrible.
Like year ago when I woke up in the morning and checked the Facebook feed, you know, we have all the posts about the All-Star Slam Dunk, you know, like Lavin, Vince Gordon duel, and this year it was like fucking nothing. There was nothing there.
Yeah. Because there was nothing to say. There was nothing
Exactly,
to report.
exactly.
Nothing to see. It was terrible.
For me, I think
Yeah.
I agree. It was nothing entertaining. My favorite part was the alley-oop from Durant and Westbrook, and the reactions of the bench of Curry.
The
Emotional part.
reaction.
Yeah, the reaction,
But
yeah.
apart from that, and Curry laying on the ground while the Greek freak is flying,
Yeah.
that was funny
Yeah,
as well.
exactly.
But-
That's what I wanted to say. Greek Freak was the best of the All-Star. what I saw so far.
Well, really, apart from him and Russell, like, they were the only two guys that were playing. In fact,
Yeah, for real.
Giannis was quite funny to me because he was just like, listen, I'm playing.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
was
know what you
actually,
gotta do.
he was defending, he was getting steals, he was actually going in like.
He dunked over Curry in the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He was going hard. So, where's Trudeau? What happened?
I think he got disconnected or something like that because
Yeah.
he I don't know, he stopped the recording and
Yeah, he fell out. Or maybe we'll come back at some other point. But yeah,
Okay.
I agree with everything you guys said. The entire NBA All-Star is just, it's dead to me.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, for the last few years, it hasn't been very good at all. And to be fair, only last year, because of mainly the dunk contest and the duel with the Splash Brothers in the 3-point contest, it sort of it reinvigorated it a little bit. It gave it a little bit of life, and it gave me a little bit of hope. But I mean, I haven't really got time for it anymore. I did.
That's
watch
why I
the,
was so disappointed because it has been terrible for a little while. But after last year, I was like, right, it's back.
yeah, exactly.
Dunk contest is back. 3-point is. I thought like, yeah, okay, it's going to be coming back, and then it just went lower than ever,
And then-
man. This year, man.
Yeah.
Talking about the dunk contest, maybe the biggest disappointment of all the weekend was Gordon, because he last year it was crazy. It was crazy. I expected more or less the same level of dunks of him, but it was okay. But not, last year it was crazy, as you as everybody told about.
Yeah, I think it was difficult to live up to. But the whole thing, the whole thing was terrible. I mean, what did I watch? I did watch the I did watch the what do they call that? The event night Saturday.
Yeah.
So 3-point contest, dunk contest. The game, I didn't watch that. I didn't watch the game. I didn't watch the Rising Stars. I haven't got time for that. And quite frankly, what happens is that every year I say I'm not going to watch it, and then I watch it.
Yeah.
And then I feel like a fool. So I'm not never doing that again, staying up till whatever time in the morning to watch some foolishness. It's not going to happen.
You know, like a week ago, I had the situation that 2 of my friends came to my house, and none of them are playing basketball, and we're drinking beers, and there was the replay of the All-Star game, and they were like, "Wow, that's so cool!" And I have to explain them, "No, this is bullshit. This is not a real game." You know, like
no doubt.
Yeah.
No, it's really bad now.
In the park, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really bad. In fact, I don't even want to talk about that no more. I just wanted, it just needed to be addressed.
Yeah. Because there's not much to say. It was just terrible, and that was that, really.
That's what I'm saying. There's nothing to say. Father concerned.
But the only thing I would say is, I mean, this year was such a new low that it has actually sparked discussion outside of like guys like us, because they're now actually thinking, shit, this is peak. Like, what can we do to change this? There have been some interesting suggestions from certain pundits or whatever, where, because the money they get is not a lot. You know, they get 50 grand. You get 50 grand if you win. You get 25 grand if you lose. And when you're a multi-millionaire, that's chump change. So they're looking at maybe increasing the money. There's talks about involving certain charities, just to give them something to want to play more, to want to do better. And then they need to look at, the organizers need to look at some of these kind of like circus type of act things that go down. They need to look at make it a little bit more credible. Make it a little bit more credible. But this year was so bad. All I will say, even they're starting to realize, you know, they're losing their viewers now. So, you know, I don't know if they'll implement something to start making it at least going back up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
there needs to be some incentive, because guys are not trying to play. Like in the main game, it's interesting that you had LeBron. He sat out. He did his own thing, and then he sat out quite early. Kawhi Leonard. He literally just said to Steve Kerr, "I don't want to play. This is not proper basketball. I'm not interested. I don't want to play. Sit me down." Boogie, we know he had other stuff going on, which we're going to address a little bit later. But he played like 2 minutes. Like literally 2 minutes. What's the point? But they do need to give them some kind of incentive. I don't know what it is. I like the charity idea type of thing, but guys are just not serious. And the dunk contest, as far as I'm concerned, the dunk contest should literally just be street ball guys, no NBA players. Because we can all go on YouTube right now and see far better dunks from no-name people. You can go to your local park right now and see dunks from far better dunks from no-name people just in your city. So as far as I'm concerned, they should just forget NBA. And then what that will do, the competitive nature, if I was an NBA player, I'd be like, they've got these no-name people from some park down the road putting me to shame. And I'm supposed to be some multi-million-dollar basketball player. It'd make me feel like, no, I need to step my game up. So I don't know. I need to look at that. No doubt.
I think like in the break of the celebrity game, there was like a dunk contest from professional dunker. And I saw a highlight tape of that, and it was like very far better than the main event of the dunk contest.
Yeah, there was some part that the guys from the dunk elites were like training the participators of the dunk contest, but I think they're still way better. I think if the NBA players they are taking part in the slam dunk contest, they shouldn't do shit like taking the dunks of the drone, man. Like that's not basketball. That's stupid.
or dunking over DJ
Khaled. Come on, man.
That DJ Khaled thing was ridiculous.
It was whack.
That's great. That's crazy. So yeah, I hear that. Okay, let's leave All-Star alone, because All-Star's dead.
Yeah.
So
we know what it is.
We know what it is. Let's talk about the trades.
Yeah.
The deadline has passed now. There weren't maybe as many trades as a lot of people thought there would be, but there were still some significant trades. It's very interesting. What do you think about some of the trades that went down in deadline?
Yeah, like I think that the biggest winners are the Raptors because they got the two good players, two very good players. Like I mean, Ibaka is decent player, like all around, and they got PJ Tucker, the guy who can defend LeBron, and he's like one of, I don't know, 5-10 guys who can stand up to LeBron and don't be like run over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they understood that for beating the Cavaliers, they have to defense, not just be better in offense than them. That's bullshit. They have to stop LeBron and Kyrie. That's the key.
Yeah,
that's the key.
Yeah.
And I think the Tucker gonna do the job here.
Yeah, they don't lose a lot of active players, like very good players. Terrence Ross doesn't fit really well in Toronto, so
he's like every season on the bench and playing quite decent, but he's not like a big loss.
Yeah. The backup of DeRozan.
I agree with that.
Okay. Now we want to talk about Cousins.
I got him. Boogie.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
I was when it happened, because I wasn't really keeping up intently on that particular day. And when it happened, it was interesting, especially when he found out. That was quite
how he found that was funny.
Yeah. That was funny. That was really
and the thing is, the agent had to do that because literally, like his agent, his agent was concerned, so he had to quickly get it in there in case it came up before he even knew. So that was interesting.
You
know, it is what it is. He said all the right things.
He did. It was hilarious though, just the way he switched, where it's just like, so
I love this city, and you know what I mean.
I love New Orleans. I was like, okay, cool. Guy's a joker. But in terms of the trade itself, it's very interesting. Obviously,
it's very interesting. I think it's good for New Orleans. I think the Kings. Well, first of all, the Kings are, as we all know, very dysfunctional front office. One of the top two, if not the most dysfunctional front office in the league. But aside from that, and them let's not give them too much credit about them deciding to move on from Boogie. There's other reasons why they decided to make that move, is because they're trying to save money, because they know that if he stayed there, they would have to pay him that mega deal based on how the CBA structured the deal, because he's been there and all the rest of it. So it's a lot to do with that, as well as just their own dysfunction. You know what I mean? But as far as Pelicans, I think it's a very good look for them, because you got two big men that are not quintessential big men. You know what I mean? Boogie's hitting 36% from free, and they both stretch the floor and hit, mid to long range shots very, very consistently. And they move well, they pass well. As we all know, AD, because of his growth spurt, he kind of plays like a guard a lot of the time. So it's not like your two quintessential old school big men. These guys are spreading the floor. So, I reckon they might snag that 8th seed. And for them, that will be a successful season if they do that.
Yeah. For me, the compatibility comes down to their IQ on the court. That's what it comes down to, because all they need to really focus on is knowing how and when to alternate. So if they got, you see what I'm saying? They got one inside. If they got one on the block, then they know, okay, the other guy needs to actually pull out towards the perimeter, mid-range, or start hitting threes, and vice versa. And it's to know when to do that. That's the key for them. Obviously, they don't want the both of them outside like some shell offense or something, all on the perimeter.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because rebounding, they got to be, in the
that's
paint.
Ridiculous.
And Boogie can play back to basket as well as front to basket.
Exactly. Yeah. They've got to use their ability down low. They have to use that, because most teams in the NBA do not have that.
Yeah, exactly.
So they have to use that and actually punish teams. But
take advantage.
They've got to take advantage. But I think that, we don't know, but I think they will get it together. And I think it'll be good to watch. It'll be good to see.
Do you think he will resign in summer?
If he'll resign? I think that's depending on what happens.
Yeah.
Who? Boogie?
Yeah. Boogie.
Well, the thing about it is, that's the good thing about this contract, because if I'm not mistaken, he's got to do next year as well.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It doesn't expire this year. So even though Pearls are taking,
next year.
even though Pearls are taking the risk, they're getting a season and a half out of him. It's not like it's, you know what I mean. So
I thought it was this summer.
Yeah, and all
next
summer.
That would be a bad trade.
Yeah, next summer. That's what makes it
risky. That's way too risky. But no, they've got all of next season and the rest of this season. So whether he stays or not, I think will be largely dependent on how good they actually are next season.
Yeah, it's next season. And if you don't, what did you lose? Buddy Hield and Langston Galloway. It's not like you lost that much. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Buddy Hield's better than Steph Curry. What are you talking about?
Listen, Vivek Ranadive is a madman. Trust me. Vivek Ranadive is a madman.
But yeah, I think that could be a good trade. Oh, do you know what's interesting though? Sorry, I think I heard that they actually they get the other guy from Sacktown as well, Matt Barnes.
No, Matt Barnes got waived.
They've got
Omri
Caspi and Matt Barnes was waived. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But the funny thing is, since the trade, Omri Caspi has broken his thumb and has now been waived.
Oh,
for real?
Yeah. So he's literally since I think it was like yesterday or something. But
he played one game.
He broke
he's injured.
He's now been waived because he's going to be out for 4 to 6 weeks. And they were like, boys, you know what? Your Omri Caspi is no point us waiting around. Like, goodbye. So.
No doubt. But no, that's a cool trade.
I don't understand the move of Pelicans waiving Terrence Jones.
Cool. Yeah, that's true. Has that happened? Did they waive Terrence Jones?
Yeah, they waived him. And
he's
he's better than Montes Jonas.
Someone should pick him up, man.
Someone definitely should pick him up.
Yeah.
All right. Who knows?
I think it could fit in Golden State.
Golden State don't need no more players.
Come on, like literally, you can name anyone and he will fit the Golden State. Come on, like even we can go and play with Golden State. Come on.
Yeah, okay.
On the bench like Varejao, yeah.
Yeah. Come on, it's Jabal McGee playing there, so.
Yeah, come on. Man.
Jabal McGee. Yeah. Okay, what other trades happened?
What other trades happened? Taj and God gone to Thunder. That is
peak. Days. What's going on?
Era, man should have some kind of a music to play at this moment in time, man. Like, I thought Taj was going to end his career at the Bulls, man. That's like a big deal, man. But
worst deal ever.
It is what it is.
I do not like that. I do like it for OKC.
No, I don't like it, but I understand it.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, that's
bad. It's one of those ones.
For OKC, that's a decent trade.
Great.
That's a decent trade. That's definitely decent. Try and get a little
to do something, right?
Yeah, that was good. That surprised me though. That trade at the time.
Yeah, it surprised me.
Yeah, from Chicago Bulls' point of view, I don't see the sense there because I think they haven't get any pick or for the draft or only players.
I think
they see that the reason they made that move is because there's a number of reasons. Taj has been on the block for a long time, like with regards to potential trade. And as much as like I'm a massive, humongous Taj fan, from a business perspective, I can see, okay, you're going to be 32 this year. At some point, we're going to need to look to move on. Now, they did that with Bobby Portis, and it's looking a bit shaky in Bobby Portis' sophomore season. So they have a lot of interest in Joffrey Laverne because he does have a big upside, but because of the nature of how OKC play, with Russ controlling the ball as well as scoring so much, even your second and third options don't really get that much later on down the line. So someone like a lot of people have been looking at the stats of Anthony Morrow, Joffrey Laverne, and Adrian Payne, but you have to look at their minutes. They haven't really got the minutes. Now, as far as Cameron Payne. As far as Payne is concerned, Bulls were actually high on him from he was drafted, but couldn't get him. And at the moment, even though there's so many point guards at the Bulls, Rondo, Michael Carter-Williams, Jerry and Grant, whatever, there isn't really a definitive point guard there. Rondo hasn't worked. He's playing with the second unit, even though I still like him. There's been problems there. Michael Carter-Williams is more of a defender, long wing player with no shot. Jerry and Grant is trash. So even though they've got names, they don't really have like, okay, you are a definitive point guard of the team. And I think looking at as they said about retooling, not rebuilding, they were keen to get someone who's young who's a definitive point guard with an upside. And I think it's the same thing they were looking at with the Joffrey Laverne. So yeah, Joffrey Laverne is no Taj Gibson, but I think they're thinking more within the next 2 to 3 years as opposed to right now. But still sad to see Taj go, man, because Taj, you don't get that heart, you don't get that hustle, you don't get that every day.
Listen, this season, boy,
he's hitting mid-range shots. You know, he's improved his offense as well as his defense. You know, so it's what it is.
That's what I'm saying, man. Yeah, like I said, it is what it is.
As far as Morrow is concerned, Morrow is kind of, in terms of productivity, relative to minutes, Morrow is kind of giving you what Doug gives you. Plus, he's older, so if anything, that's definitely a down step there for me. I'd rather keep Doug.
Yeah, I didn't understand. I didn't understand the Doug McDermott part.
But I understand how they got to balance out sheets sometimes as well. Yeah, so
no doubt.
It's tricky. You know what I mean?
The thing is, with the Bulls, well, it's a bit late now, but you know what they need to do? They need to just be definitive with what they're dealing with.
Yeah.
Because you see what I'm saying? They're being a bit. It's like they don't want to like go all in on a particular strategic approach.
Yeah.
They can't. You see what I'm saying? They kind of are, but then they're trying to hedge their bets a little bit, and it's just like, just go all in.
Yeah.
Just go like whatever you're doing, just go all in.
Be committed.
Be committed, and you will be, you know, a bad team for a while. But then just come out on the other side. But when you try to hedge your bets, it's a bit crazy like that.
When I watched,
when
I watched the Bulls like 1 week ago, 2 weeks ago or something. They played against the Wolves and they were destroyed by the Wolves, and that happens to no team honestly. But like, the Bulls are like crazy. Like they are no team. Like Rondo on the bench. I don't know. It was very how you say it? Surprising. They played without any passion.
It was very inconsistent.
Yes.
Regularly lose to sub 500 teams and beat good teams. I mean, against Toronto and the Cavs, the Bulls have actually beat them like I think it's like 11-2 or something like that over the past 2 years. You know, beating the good teams and then losing key games to like sub 500 teams on a regular basis. Even last night, pulled out a win in overtime against the Suns. Fair enough, you pulled out a win, but it shouldn't even have been that close. Overtime, what are you doing? It's the Suns. They're like the second worst team in the league.
They're tanking.
That shouldn't even have been shouldn't even have been close. You see what I'm saying? So the consistency, they need to sort that out.
It's a massive issue.
Especially they have the player. They have good 4 or 5 good players. They can be way better.
But from the beginning, I didn't understand the Dwayne Wade with Jimmy Butler and Rondo. There's no sense there.
I agree with Kevin here. I don't know how they are keeping together and they're on the seventh seeds in the East. I don't know, because for me that they should be like in the rebuilding process, and they're somehow holding out with the team they're having right now. I don't know how they're doing it.
But that's exactly what I'm saying, is that Chicago, they're trying to hedge their bets, so they're not saying, okay, which blatantly they said that. They announced that way. They said they're not rebuilding, they're retooling. But
it's funny because that terminology alone is exactly what you're saying.
Yes.
Like, I've never even heard of retooling. You're either rebuilding. Think about it. Where have you heard anyone say that? You're either rebuilding or you're not. What's retooling? You're making up phrases.
That's what I'm saying.
No one's heard of. No one says retooling. No one uses that.
That's what I'm saying. It's just random. Just coming out with their own phrases and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's the problem, because then you get left in no man's land, and then obviously there are other factors which we would never actually be privy to until we see the outcome. But all the stuff that's going on behind the scenes and things to do with personality and how different guys mesh and things of that nature, those are factors as well. When you're drafting players or you're trading for players, you got to take those things into consideration as well. And it appears, we know Rondo's had a history, as they call it, but it appears that those factors were not really taken into consideration as well. Because, we can talk about the fit in terms of skills, but the fact is, the most talented guys on the Bulls roster can get it done. Jimmy Butler can get it done. Wade can get it done. It don't matter if he's an OAP, he'll still get it done when you need him to. He won't do that.
And during the season, also they trade for Carter Williams, who is not a shooter even. So, I don't understand that whole move from Bulls.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
It's sometimes it looks to me like they want to destroy their team and their club with a move like it doesn't fit at any point. But...
Listen, they're another very dysfunctional front office.
Yeah.
And the sad thing about the Bulls,
the best shooter in the team, they dropped also. So.
Yeah, that's a silly move. You get rid of your best. You're already not a 3-point shooting team, and you get rid of your best 3-point shooter in a league that requires 3-point shooting. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, okay, cool. Come off the Bulls. Other trades that went down. What do we have? We had the Thunder. They made trades with the Bulls. We had obviously
my Wizards, man. My Wizards get Bogdanovic.
Who?
The great move for playing the playoffs. I think he's what.
Bogdanovic.
Yeah. Washington. Yeah, no doubt.
It's a good.
What do you think about that trade?
Bench.
Yeah, they need somebody on the bench. They've got nobody there. Like even you, when you're a big fan of the Wizards, you can name on like 2 or 3 guys who are playing on the bench right now. They're like totally random people, like 5 of them.
So Swaggy Kelly Oubre.
Yeah. So.
And that's it. Yeah. So Bogdanovic will be a good addition for this bench for the playoffs.
And you can be happy, like as the Wizards, that you got him because a lot of teams wanted him to add. It's good that the Wizards, or I feel good for you, Kevin, that the Wizards got it.
Yeah, sure. Good move from Wizards. Yeah. I'm so the rumors between Paul George, Jimmy Butler, all these guys.
Yeah.
And at the end,
all the trades that did not happen.
I think they talk too much. The press and so on.
Yeah, but that's how it goes, really, isn't it? Sources and that.
One thing I will say with the Paul George and Jimmy Butler, there was a lot of talk, but I think a lot of it was real. But what it is, the Celtics weren't prepared to give up what people were asking. You know, like if you want my star player, I'll do it, but you got to be giving up some shit. You can't be offering me a pick and you want my star player. Nah, I want Jay Crowder, Jaylen Brown, Avery Bradley, and a pick. And the Celtics weren't prepared to give up what people were asking for. And you know, they kind of put themselves in that position because everyone knows, like, it's like everyone knows what they've got. Everyone knows they've got like all these picks, and you know what I mean. So
no doubt,
giving up the goods. So that's why. But like I said in the beginning, even though those trades didn't happen, they've now exposed what they're thinking.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, people now know. Yeah, people now know. Okay, so I can get Paul George if I'm prepared to give up X, Y, and Z. So we'll see what happens in the off season. I think the off season we're going to see the fireworks. You know.
Yeah, and there is the rumor also that they want to sign Gordon Hayward because he's
I read that as well.
Yeah.
But I think
that would
the Celtics that they didn't gave up all the options yet. It's a good move, especially thinking of that season because they have a functional or a working team. They have a good chemistry. They are on second place in the East. Maybe if Cleveland will probably add Darren Williams and the Cavs will go for first place.
Yeah,
but I think like the Celtics have more to lose adding right now or changing all their structures right now than they have to
I agree.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
I read also the Carmelo Anthony trade to Boston.
And the whole melodrama thing, man. Every day it's some bullshit news. You can make up them, and they're nonsense.
It was that mellow, yeah.
Yeah.
Now I agree. The Celtics did the right thing. They needed to just chill. You know what I'm saying? Fullback. They've got excellent picks because they got Brooklyn's picks. Brooklyn,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They're going to be
enough
great picks because Brooklyn ain't doing anything anytime soon.
At least another 3 to 4 years.
This is what I'm saying.
There is one thing, like they got very good picks that they will be like highly drafted players, but they don't have like a lot of space for them. You know what I mean? For example, they're gonna pick a guard. They've got Bradley, they've got Isaiah, they've got Marcus, not so smart, and they'll have to trade it one of them, you know, before taking like good guard. I think.
If that's true, you're right. That's true.
They'll have to do some
The
movement.
projects, most of the projects are point guards in the next draft. So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a heavy point guard, heavy loaded at point guard.
But you know what?
Good ones as well.
No, that's true, 100%. But unless you're tied up in some really big contracts, you still always want to be in a position. It's easier to get rid and accommodate something great.
You're right.
You know, than to try and recruit something great. And you see what I'm saying? It's better that way around.
Yeah.
So they've kind of got a nice problem, if you like.
Definitely.
Exactly.
I'd much rather have to get rid of some trash and make space for a great player in the pick. But I like the way Boston actually look going forward.
Yeah.
I like
future
a good team, man.
Yeah.
Danny Ainge is a proper GM, man. That's proper GM right there, man. Danny Ainge knows what he's doing.
No doubt.
I just want to mention, like, look how great players the Sacramento gave up. They gave up Boogie, they gave up Isaiah, and like 5 years ago they cut down Hassan Whiteside when he was a rookie. They just throw him away.
Terrible. Terrible. That shows you the sort of judgment that they have.
Yeah.
You know,
they're a mess. They're a mess.
Their organization, it's a complete mess. Talk about trades though. Lou Williams to Houston Rockets.
Oh yeah.
And he bowling. His first game, he hit like 27 or some shit. No, you know what? Rockets are looking dangerous, you know.
Yes, they needed threes, right? They
got like a good. Their first like 8-9 rotation players are like serious.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
They are banging threes, like that whole like James Harden, Clint Capella alley-oop thing. Nene is, but like they look very, very, very good, man. Like
I like it.
I was saying to my boy the other day, like I could see an upset. I still think Golden State's gonna do it, but if there's gonna be an upset, Houston might have something to do with it.
Yeah, it's a challenger, definitely. A challenger.
I agree.
Eric Gordon, Ryan, wow. Woof.
Yeah,
Then
Jonathan, we will suffer the Rockets. Against the Timberwolves, right? The Timberwolves against Rockets tonight. We will suffer, Jan.
Yeah, for real, we will suffer.
Tonight? Who plays Rockets tonight?
Yeah.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Whether we sleep till Monday, so we don't have to watch tomorrow morning the how they make it.
The results. Yeah, no doubt. But I like that move a lot. They're looking real dangerous.
Yeah.
They could cause an upset. They really could cause an upset. Their 3-point ability is off the charts. That's the thing. Like, a game like them, when they possibly, I wouldn't say inevitably, but it's highly likely, when they meet Golden State, wow.
Yeah.
For 3-pointers, that's just going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Will be nice to
freeze whole game.
Yeah, that's just going to be crazy. I think the other day, I think I read a stat that's something like their 5 shooters, or like they got players, they got like 5 of the top 20 3-point percentage makers.
Yeah, bro.
Which is
that's
crazy.
That's
That's what I'm
crazy.
saying.
It's just got enough, man. They got some shooters. That team.
Just all day
Rounded
long.
team. Yeah, I mean they're well-rounded team.
I like the way they're looking.
Like, I'm not a big fan of Harden, but when you look at his statistics, the thing he's doing right now is crazy. He's got like so much assists, so much shots. I thought that experiment of being him as a point guard would be mess, but it turns out
Me
that
too.
he
You
can
know
ball.
what? I agree with you there. I didn't think he would. I didn't think he would work on the point guard, but he's pulled it off, man.
Yeah, you got to give credit where it's due.
Yeah, he's pulled it off.
Where it's due.
I agree with you, man.
Work initially, but you got to give him props.
Exactly.
And he's even
improve even in defense.
Yeah.
What's that?
No, seriously, improve in defense. Well, it was
easy to improve. That's what I was about to say. No, he is. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's not hard to improve your defense if you're James Harden.
Exactly.
Baseline that you're coming from is crazy. But I have to give credit where it's due. He is actually trying to play defense. He's doing a lot. Some of his passing is actually impressive.
Yeah.
I can't lie.
Trust.
I've seen him distributing the ball, and I'm like, yo, this guy is serious.
He's really doing a proper PG.
Yeah, he's doing a proper job, so I can't take nothing away from him. Nerlens Noel.
Yeah, I was going to say that was a big move.
Yeah.
Mavericks. And what's nice about that is Mavericks getting Nerlens Noel is good for them. But do you know what stood out to me? Because the Bogut thing was more about shifting contracts. He'll be waived and probably signed somewhere else. What was big for me is Anderson at the Sixers. Anderson is a serious player, you know. He's a very good young player. Yeah. So within their continual development under the Colangelos and then moving forward away from the Sam Tanky business, they are, you know, that's another like fortified kind of move. Obviously, Embiid is out temporarily. They've now decided to hold out Simmons indefinitely till next season. But with Anderson there as well, it's just, and also, you know, I've noticed the Sixers, they're winning. They know how to win even without Embiid. So it shows you that the culture is changing. It's not just we've got our main guy, he's a main guy that's leading us to victory. Even without him, they've got some wins. I think last night they beat the Wizards.
Yesterday I saw the game of Phila against Washington, and Darius Saric was on fire.
Yeah,
I like the young players there. They're solid. They can be something here.
I am a bit amused by the fact that they traded Noel instead of Okafor. Yeah, because
I think they still will trade Okafor though. I think
so, but you know, like I read a couple of times that Embiid and Noel they're working out very good together, and you can see it on the floor. And exactly, and Jackie is like kind of slow, big guy, and I thought they would like to trade him instead of Noel, but
true.
Yeah. By the way, yesterday I saw Okafor playing great also, so I think he can still prove that he's a top 3 in the draft.
Let's hope for him. Maybe the fact that they've had like 3 decent big men wasn't working out for him, you know.
Yeah, no doubt. So we see.
I would like to talk about the Lakers and the new era. You don't believe it?
No. The jury's
the new
out.
Era. Yeah,
the jury is out. Okay, I'll say this. First of all, I'll say this. It is, again, this is like talking about Harden's defense, right? From where they're coming from,
exactly.
Boss.
Yeah, it is a good move, undoubtedly, from where they're coming from.
Yeah.
But what it really means going forward, the jury's out. Jim Boss, that whole thing was just a mess, and the brother and the sister, and that was all a mess. And quite frankly, he overstayed his welcome. He was supposed to be gone.
Because that 3 years ended about 2 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. He was supposed to be gone a good while ago. Okay, cool. She finally came around to it. She got Magic to help her get him out the door, because I thought that was hilarious. How Magic was an advisor.
Within 2 days, he was like the head of basketball operations.
Yeah, in the next couple of days, he's the head of basketball operations. I mean, come on now. You're not pulling the wool over no one's eyes with that. But as far as the new era, he will definitely instill a higher, let's say, self-esteem in the franchise overall. and get players to start, like respecting the
legacy
jersey
of the Lakers
and the legacy of the Lakers, because they weren't really respecting it. The report that he's gonna bring in Kobe, that's just funny to me.
I can see Kobe in the offices.
What's funny is that I would like to be a fly on the wall when Kobe is there with the likes of Swaggy P, and the rest of these young guys. That's just funny to me. But in all seriousness, Kobe will make people shape up or ship out. He doesn't play around. It's not a game. But I don't think, they've got some nice pieces, but I don't think people should get too overexcited and expect too much for a while.
Well, especially I think the magic move is for attract free agents in the summer.
That's what I was going to say. It's his cachet. The magic move is about his cachet.
Exactly.
As long as they have the right team around him to make sure that the business affairs are dealt with correctly. But him itself is about his cachet.
No doubt.
I think Paul George can finish in the Lakers. In summer, probably.
Well, that's what the rumors are, isn't it? The rumors are PG.
Come back home to LA.
Right, the Westbrook rumor has been around for a while as well.
Yeah, he's from LA.
His contract comes
up. That's possible too.
So
I think they need a point guard in Lakers, because D'Angelo Russell as a point guard.
I'm not a fan of him.
That's the talk about the draft. That's the talk about the draft. They reckon if they draft one of these shit hot point guards,
but his pick is top three protected, so probably they will not get it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, because they have to tank. That's right.
But they have to tank very hard, because Phoenix is tanking, and Brooklyn is tanking. No,
Magic should have hired Sam Hinkie. Magic needs to hire Sam Hinkie on a short-term contract just to the end of the season.
To successfully tank the rest of the season.
To successfully tank terribly. Because that's what they need to do. If they finish too high, then it's going to be a little bit of a waste, but it is what it is. Getting rid of Lou Williams was a step in the direction of tanking.
Exactly.
He was their top scorer. So,
But I think they could have more profit from Lou Williams. They only achieved like a very late first round pick and Corey Brewer. And I think they should get something else.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. But I think it was more a case of just moving on.
I
think it's more a case of just like, listen, not that Lou Williams is a bad player, but in the overall strategy, we need to get him out of it.
The problem is that Lou Williams was winning games for Lakers, and they don't want to win it.
That's my point. That's what I'm saying. He's too good. That's what I'm saying. That's from the Sam Hinkie strategy book. You know what I'm saying?
He was literally doing that, like.
Yeah, he was.
I remember it was funny. I remember like you'd watch a Sixers game and someone would play really well, and then next thing you knew, he was getting rid of them.
Yeah, exactly.
The
Lakers have got a while yet to become worth really speaking about in that sense. Obviously, the other trade that did not happen was Carmelo. The melodrama. As it started to wind down, even a couple of weeks ago, I started to feel like that probably wasn't going to happen.
Yeah. I've got the same feeling.
Yeah. What happens in the summer will be interesting.
That's one now.
That will be interesting, but
he finished the contract this summer.
No, I think
but just the fact that
2 years.
He's got a couple of years left, but it's just the fact that you're at the end of the season now. This is a better time to make certain changes and also to see what has occurred with other teams.
Yes.
But
you see what I'm saying?
At the point that New York is right now, I have no idea what they can change. They can change like whole team. They can leave only Porzingis and Melo, and they can swipe all of the guys.
Get rid of
Almost. Yeah, exactly.
And they almost changed D-Rose for Ricky Rubio, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was close as well.
Yes, that was.
In fact, that was due. In fact, that was actually due to happen, and then Wolves backed out.
Yeah.
Because first they wanted more, and then Nick said, "Okay, yeah, we'll give you what you want," and then they changed their mind.
Yeah.
So
but it was a stupid move for the Wolves because D-Rose is expiring the contract this summer. So
that would have been a rental.
Yeah, that would have been a straight rental. Because the idea behind that was that they was gonna
reunited double LP.
No doubt, that too. So they were gonna reunite him with his former coach, the coach that has got the best out of him. But also, they were going to rent his services and try to develop Dunn into the point guard.
Yeah.
For me, Chris Dunn is trash. Is rubbish.
I think he has potential.
Yeah.
Trash? Nah, boy, that's a bit strong. Come on now.
He's 22 years old.
Yeah, but I see potential.
Yeah,
I see potential, but obviously Timberwolves are the team of potential, right? But,
exactly. They've got shitload of potential, but
as you like, we always say, Ricky Rubio, his development, like he had a lot of potential, but he developed like very, very slowly, right? And Chris Dunn, he's 22. Give him 4 years, and maybe he will develop way faster than Ricky Rubio, and then he will be better in that 4 years, right?
I don't know.
Yeah. Obviously, I think it's, and you know what it is. We've done. I think the appeal is largely about the defensive end.
Yeah, it is.
He's a good defender. Yeah.
Chris Dunn is insane. He's a great defender. Yeah.
So I think that's really where the appeal really is. But yeah, so Melo didn't move. And quickly to stay on New York for a second.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, the moves they need to make are not on the court primarily.
Yeah,
they're not
exactly.
No.
I agree.
That's the problem. So you could switch around the roster 100,000 times.
You're still gonna have the same problem.
You're still gonna have a problem, but the problem is upstairs.
The Phil thing hasn't worked.
Sacramento. The Phil thing is basically that's just robbery. That's all that is. Phil Jackson is just sitting back, collecting checks. And you know what I'm saying, putting his feet up, and that's about it.
Remember, he didn't even want to come. He didn't even want to come. It's only because the money kept going up and up and up, and then he thought, "Oh shit, 12 million a year, I'm gonna have to do this." But he didn't want to come to New York initially.
Yeah, so that's a top-down thing. That's at Sacramento. That's a top-down thing.
Okay.
You know that they're not gonna fix that with any roster changes. It's not gonna happen. I think that's the main trade. Who else got traded? Those are like the block.
Those are the main ones. I mean, I've got like a few of the peripheral ones here, but you know, they're just minor.
What do you think, guys? When Cleveland will add D. Williams, have they then the point guard LeBron wanted or not?
D. Williams is decent as a third point guard. Yeah, he is decent as a third point guard. It's just
I think he will serve the purpose that LeBron wanted now at the stage he's at now, because D will obviously has had his problems and then he kind of regressed. But then of late, when he was playing last, he was actually playing decent. When I say decent, I mean like what's the word? Respectively. Not comparison to like the first Utah days, do you know what I mean?
Of course. Relative.
So as a backup point guard, relatively so. So as a backup point guard, I think he'll do what LeBron wants.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's essentially, you know, that's what he will be. So I think he fits that role. He does that job. He is a veteran. He knows what to do, the basics. You know, so I think that will work. I think that will work. And in terms of their overall roster,
and then Derek Williams, he's been balling very well for them.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that Derek Williams now, with him doing what he's doing, he's very versatile. So he plugs a lot of gaps for them. And then if they do get Andrew Bogus as well,
come on, it will be like.
I think.
Yeah, because
he won't fit.
He's looking for revenge, right? What's that?
They have Barjao, no? Oh no, Barjao is in Warriors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's swap there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, he wants revenge on Golden State. He don't like that he dealt with him.
Yeah.
So you never know. Andrew Bogus plug up some gaps.
Because defensive presence, yeah.
Yeah, defensive presence, because they don't really have any bigs. It just seems like sometimes it seems like they do because of the nature of the league right now and how they play, but they don't actually really have any bigs.
They don't need it because the final will be against Golden State and they are playing small ball.
But you know, I think even they don't have like bigs, that's what they wanted. You look, they got Kevin Love, big shooter. They've got Fry, big shooter, and Thompson, who can shoot, and he's also the 4-5 guy. That was the plan. They didn't need a boogie type of center, you know, like playing back to the basket. They need a guy who can stretch down the floor, you know, so guys can penetrate and all this stuff, you know. That was the plan for the Cleveland.
Yeah. For the most part, definitely it was planned like that. But I think it will be useful for them, and I think they're seeing that.
Yeah, of course.
Just to give at moments, just to give a different look on the court. Just at specific moments.
Yeah, definitely.
Just throw a big body in there, let him bash up a few guys. You know what I'm saying? Weigh them down a bit, bully them in the post, and then you just pull him back out and let everyone else do it.
The great thing about the Bogut is even he's not a shooter. He also spacing the floor. He's getting so much good passes, so much good assists that he will be a great addition to the team like this, of course.
He's a team player.
No doubt. Okay, as we kind of spoke on the elements of Golden State. As it's just happened, let's address Draymond Green. Now, Draymond MMA Green. What is this guy doing?
He's doing his job. He's annoying the opponent. And
no. Did you see Blake Griffin's face? Yeah.
The face of Blake Griffin?
I didn't see this. What is this?
Oh my days. Okay, right. Here we go. So Draymond Green once again is kicking. He's kicking people.
There's another kick. I didn't hear about this.
Yes. Draymond Green is auditioning to be Chun-Li in the next Street Fighter movie. This guy is all kicks. Right?
Which game was this? Why did I miss this?
Clippers.
Against Clippers
yesterday. Again.
This guy's still kicking. What is wrong with this
what I'm saying,
man?
At this point, I don't want to hear any type of justification, excuses. I was off balance.
What's wrong with this
That's
guy?
how I jumped. All of that rubbish he was talking about. He is intentionally kicking people. I don't want to hear nothing else because nobody else
constantly kicking motherfuckers. Jeez,
this is crazy. In the history of NBA, this has never happened before.
Yeah.
This is unprecedented. This guy is just going around kicking people down. Like it's crazy. Blake Griffin had blood streaming from his face.
Crazy.
From the kick.
Oh
my days! What is wrong with this guy, man?
That's what I'm saying. Something. I mean, I don't even know what's going on there, but I think something needs to be done about that because it's a bit deep now.
Yeah, but I think it's a bit shame that league changed the laws about brawling fight between the players because imagine a situation like this happened 15 years earlier. There was no chance he will move his fucking leg for the whole life.
Of course. Yeah, no doubt. Someone would take that leg off.
Exactly. I'm not a fan of violence, but sometimes situations like this needs to be kind of clarified. I don't know, just to let him know his place.
I like that.
Polish way.
Yeah, that's my new word. That's my new. That's my
needs to be clarified.
Yeah, this needs to be clarified.
Yeah, man. You can't just be going around. You can't just be going around kicking people so regularly, man. What's going on?
Yeah, seriously.
Jeez.
Alongside that, now, did you hear what you were saying to Paul Pierce?
Paul Pierce.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you were gonna say. I heard about that shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened with Paul Pierce?
He was running.
Oh, you never heard, yeah?
No.
You want to fill us in? Fill it.
Well, from what I know, he was basically trash talking with Paul Pierce, talking about how he goes to Paul Pierce, you're not Kobe and you're not going to get no farewell tour.
Yeah.
You hear
I
about
read
that?
it.
You probably come across some of it.
Yeah, so basically, so Paul Pierce was on the bench at the time, yeah, not even in the game on the court. He's on the bench, and Draymond Green shouted over to him all of that what he said there. That basically, you're out here trying to get this farewell tour. It's not gonna happen. People don't love you like that. You thought you was Kobe. You're not Kobe, etc., etc.
That's not nice. You have to respect the bigs of the league.
I think.
I didn't understand what.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't like that. I thought that was disrespectful.
Yeah.
I thought that was disrespectful.
It kind of seemed unnecessary.
Yeah, he's not even in the game. It's not like he's in the game. He might hit a hard foul or something's happened and no, he's not even in the game. He's on the bench. I felt that was disrespectful, and quite frankly, I think Draymond Green should have been clarified. In that moment, there had to be some clarification.
Don't worry, Paul Pierce will call KG and his friend Rondo, and they will clarify to Draymond Green.
Yeah, man. I think that's disrespectful. I think there's a certain level of respect that you should extend to the veterans and legends of the league.
Yeah, definitely.
And especially when it comes to trash talk, for me, we spoke about this before last time privately, that I think trash talk to a certain extent should be quite equal to me, like in my mind. So, for example, if you're two players at the same sort of level, same sort of age bracket, and you're going at it and you're trash talking, fine. But I don't think you should. Yeah, I don't think you should trash talk to somebody who doesn't have the ability to really come back at you on the court like that. Because quite frankly, if this was Paul Pierce of even a couple of years ago,
you wouldn't be able to do that, mate.
You wouldn't be able to do that. So that's a bit weak to me. That's like trying to fight an old man or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, it occurs to me like he's talking about dead people. Like obviously Paul Pierce is not dead, and obviously not in the next 50, 60 years, but like Paul Pierce is not on the court to defend himself, and like just a bitch move of straight up and down. And for the last couple of years, Draymond Green has got very full of himself. I'm not really I'm not really a fan of that.
It's been getting worse. We've had this discussion. It's been getting worse, man.
Yeah.
He's not very smart,
Ever since he signed that $82.5 million deal, he's been getting worse.
Yep.
Yeah. Not a fan of
because
that.
he actually was the complete opposite. He was like the humble, hardworking guy, all rounder, boom, 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 and he's just like, now he's just arrogant.
Yeah, I don't love that.
Try to talk to LeBron and let's see how he replays.
He's running his mouth. Yeah,
no doubt. As for LeBron, oh man, we'll get back to that. I want to see how he plays out the rest of the season because I saw him. I want to see how he steps up to the floor though, come playoff time.
Which he does. He does. Yeah, he goes to another level. This time. Yeah.
He has been saving himself. He's shown flashes. Like yesterday, he was showing flashes. He had a couple of blocks. He had a chase down block. That was one of them nasty ones.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
He's hitting the free very consistently now this season.
Yeah.
So that whole Cavs Golden State thing's interesting. I do want to see it, but I do feel, especially on the Eastern Conference side of things, I do feel a little bit less interested in the season. I can't lie. I do want to rush and just get to the playoffs.
I agree. I agree, and hopefully get upset. I agree.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's see what happens.
Just to mix it up.
Staying on these type of matters and Golden State and whatnot, have you seen what's been going on with JaVale McGee?
Yes, I have.
Shaq?
Yeah. What happened there? What happened? I couldn't read it.
They're beefing over on Twitter. You know, one is called the other the old guy, the other calling the other the bum or something like that. I know that Shaq don't like JaVale, but at his position, it will be, I don't know, smarter, wiser for him just to don't continue this shit, because this is bullshit. This is childish stuff, you know.
I mean, at the end of the day, the whole Shaq to the full thing is one thing, but like it's kind of overdone now. Like episode, he's always JaVale, and I've seen ones where he's reaching where. What he's literally picking up on things that aren't even really that bad, but just to make a thing out of this JaVale McGee thing. And and fair play to him, man's had enough. Like any man would be like, yo, you're taking the piss now. This has gone on for long enough. This has gone on for long enough now. You know what I mean? Even Steve Kerr himself said, look, at the end of the day, he had a certain perception of JaVale before he came into the organization based on Shaq to the full. Obviously, he's now seen that to be false. Having seen his work ethic and his ability up close and personal, but you're actually affecting man's money. You're affecting his his reputation on a serious level now. It's not just a joke anymore. So I don't blame him for speaking up. I don't blame him. And the thing with Shaq though, Shaq is the type of person who is what we call wrong and strong. He would be wrong and still like be adamant and stick to his wrongness. And I think that's where it's become what it's become. And I was reading today that Golden State have spoken to the league about looking at what they could do to kind of like mediate and quell the situation, because it's getting official now. People are talking about it on a serious level.
Yeah, because you know what?
TNT, the NBA, and the Warriors. Serious talk. It's a serious talk now.
Yeah, because I didn't really catch the full details of it. But I heard that some of the talk was veering into other areas, like they were coming with road talk, like.
It got threats and all of that, and I was
exactly.
Like, come on, man. And quite frankly, like you said, I don't think it's very let's just to use the phrase, it's not very becoming of Shaq. Shaq needs to represent himself better
exactly.
And the legend that he is, but he needs to represent himself a lot better now. I mean, come on, man. You gotta have standards. You gotta have standards.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? And the JaVale McGee thing, it was funny.
At some point. At the very beginning, it's like when you have one joke and you saying it around like fucking 10 times, it's too much.
Yeah. And then you overdo it, and it's like, okay, come on.
Yeah, it's too much now.
You know what I'm saying? And also, what makes it worse is that, quite frankly, within his remit and his skill set, JaVale McGee has actually been balling.
That's the thing that makes it stand out more than anything else. Because he's actually playing really, really well.
He's playing well.
He's major contributor to what they're doing.
Yeah, within his role, he's playing well. So, give him a break, man. Come on, man. You're taking a piss now. You know what I'm saying?
It's true, 100%. That's got to end.
You're overdoing it, man. But yeah, that's crazy. What else? Anything else you want to throw in there? Anyone?
Yeah, I just want to advise you that March Madness is coming.
Yeah.
And I want to know who is your teams. Who do you think gonna win the bracket?
Oh. All right. March Madness.
Kentucky.
Kentucky, yeah. Well, one thing I would say, I haven't been following it as closely this year as other years. Just work and other commitments, so I haven't really been following it as closely. So I'm here to be schooled, man, by you lot on this one. I'm the listener.
Me too.
Like I think Kevin was following the NCAA as much as he could. I wasn't, but I think that UCLA have a decent team and they can do something with the Ball brother, and they've got pretty good records. But the one thing, the Gonzaga University, they're undefeated, and nobody is talking about this. They haven't lost any games since the start of the season, and nobody's talking about it. I think they may end up even in Final Four.
Yeah,
it could be nice for them.
There's a Polish there, no?
Yeah, the big center Karnowski. So that's why I know about they win and everything. But yeah, they play against a good team and they won everything.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Like I said, I haven't really been following it real closely, the college ball. It's upon us now. I was going to say as it gets closer, but it's upon us. I'll start to sort of get more in tune with what's going on.
I'm the same.
You've always got you got your perennial favorites. You got Duke, who are always somewhere about. UCLA, obviously, but there's some interesting stuff. Did someone mention West Virginia?
West Virginia?
Yeah, because I heard.
Who they have?
I heard they're like a little outside bet. West Virginia, they have who they got now? Even Notre Dame as well.
Yeah,
little outside teams. But Virginia Tech, right? Yeah, I heard they're supposed to be making little noise and stuff. But for the main, I more or less wait until it starts to wind down, and then I have a little look.
Then you're up, so yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah, and see what's really going on. See how it's shaping up from that point. So.
It's weird that usually the winner of the NCAA don't have a really a star that later is in the NBA. Like last year with Villanova, I don't know the guys from Villanova where they end up.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know what's happening, but anyway, it's always fun to watch it.
Maybe that's why NCAA is like more team basketball than NBA is with the stars, right?
Actually, it is. I like it. Yeah. It's way better than the All-Star.
Come on. Everything's better than the All-Star.
Yeah, everything's better than the All-Star.
Exactly.
All-Stars, wow.
Trust me. Everything's better than the All-Stars. Yeah, that's probably the main points to wrap it up. Anything else that's been going on in the world of basketball?
That's pretty much it, All-star
trades.
Right? For this at this moment in time, all-star trades. Get ready into the second half of the season. Which isn't really a second half, but that's what they call it. And the rundown to the playoffs to see where the teams sit.
Yeah, no doubt.
Who ends up where?
Yeah, as we get closer, like if we jump on this maybe in the next couple of weeks, then we'll have a proper sort of platform to speak about NCAA and also what the playoffs are looking like. Because everything will start to sort of shape up.
Last news from the vertical, Deron Williams already signed with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
For real?
Right, cool.
That's refresh Andrian Wojnarowski.
Wojnarowski.
Yeah.
So fresh news. Yeah.
Okay, fresh off the. Real quickly, even though the All-Stars was terrible and whack, I have to ask Kevin, what happened to your boy in the skills challenge, man?
John Wall. Oh yeah. The point is that a skills challenge is a shooting challenge because at the end, what is the shooting when it counts?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if you're quick or skilled. So it's stupid to call it a skill challenge. Anyway.
It's a stupid event anyway, man.
Yeah.
It's a stupid event, man. Circus. All right, cool, man. Well, yeah. We can jump on this in the next couple of weeks. I don't know what happened to.
Yeah, man.
Try to get him back on there.
Yeah.
And, man. We'll re-up in about a fortnight.
Cool. Yeah, man. I'm looking out for the communication.
Yeah.
Everyone take care of yourself. Enjoy NBA, man.
Okay.
Take care.
Cool,
see you
man.
guys.
Take care.
See you later.
Peace.
Peace.